Good morning. Thank you so much for all of your messages and words of encouragement. You have no idea how much it means to me that you would really just take the time to write to me and just encourage me and just wanted to say thank you so much. I put a pep in my step, to just continue. So here we are. I just finished doing my skincare. I just thought, why not take you along with my skincare routine now that I'm pregnant? Because we all know we can't use everything when we're pregnant. So to be honest, it hasn't changed that much. The products I was using before, all pregnancy safe really, minus a few products that I just took out. But otherwise it's pretty much the same. Also, the difference is that I'm just really scaling it back. Doing my routine now just either day or night, not both like I did before. Just really kind of practicing less is more. Start with a cold water splash on my face. And then I go in with the essence from BioEffect. Then I go in with my serum. This is the EGF serum from BioEffect. I've been using BioEffect now for around 2.5 years, something like that. And I just noticed such a big difference in my skin. So my skin just seems to really love it. Eye cream, oh my god, now that I am pregnant the second time around, I am way more tired than I was in my first one. It's very normal and understandable when you already have another kid to take care of. So a lot of times I am waking up with, the tired bags under my eyes. And this one is just amazing. It is so moisturizing, but it is so brightening. And it's almost finished, as you can see. So love this one. Then I go in with my moisturizer, again, BioEffect. This one, used it religiously. Then kind of my saving grace in this pregnancy, because after I was so sick, there was absolutely no self-care going on. Also about that time when it was getting colder and drier, and for that period I was really dry. So getting back into routine with this was really good. But this one really is the key to this routine. It's a organic facial oil from another Icelandic company, and it gives me such a nice glow, but it is so clean and so gentle. And it even says here, contains wild hand-picked Icelandic herbs, certified organic, no preservatives, fragrance or color. So tick 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 for the pregnant lady. I love this one. And let's say I do the routine at night, I will also use this one in the morning. It's fully a part of my personality now. But I thought for today, we could go over the things, because now that I'm becoming a second-time mom, I'm going to use my experience from last time to kind of benefit me this time. So I thought we could go over the things that I used so much during my birth and those first few weeks and months with Matthias, and share them with you so that you can try it out for yourself. But as with anything, these are just things that you don't have to buy. It's just my own personal experience and what was amazing for me. So let's do that. So I decided to be super smart with this one. It's probably a part of the nesting thing, but I've been writing down everything that was super convenient last time. So I have it on my computer. So if you see me looking here, it's because I'm looking at the list, because there's no way I'm gonna remember everything unless I have it here. So I actually did not know that this was kind of a taboo thing last time until I was speaking about it afterwards. But that is diapers. And no, I do not mean diapers for the baby. I mean diapers for yourself. So adult diapers, bear with me. The thing is, when you are having contractions and everything, and I was fully trying to breathe through all of them and all of that, you're trying to you're breathing and you're trying to relax as much as possible, relaxing everything. And I don't know how some women can relax everything but keep that area tight, because I could not. Because where you pee, that is the same hole that baby is gonna come out of. So the point is basically to relax all the way through that area. And I think anyone who has been pregnant, who is pregnant or has been pregnant knows that there's so much pressure on the bladder that even though you have a tiny amount, if there's pressure coming and you relax, like it is going out. In the beginning of my contractions, I was always like breathing through, and then I was running to the bathroom because I had to pee. I just decided to put those on, and oh my God, it made my life so much easier during labor. And labor is not easy. So anything you can do to to help in that scenario, I am all aboard. And it's not like you are fully peeing yourself. It's just to catch those, it's just to catch that pee that comes. Find that the liners you can buy were gonna be, I didn't trust them enough to fully catch what was going on. And it's just one of those things that you just wanna not have to think about. And I will admit, the first time I could, the first time I could feel, I was relaxing and I was basically peeing myself. It was a very, very, very strange feeling. And it was for the first, when it happened, the first 1, 2, 3 times. But then of course you're just so into the labor and everything, you're not really thinking about that. So then it was just so nice to have one thing, just I don't have to think about that. I was in labor for 2 days. So for me, that was just a no-brainer. I was just gonna be using that. Anyway, so the next thing on my list is comfortable clothes to wear during labor. Something that you don't mind getting ruined. And then for after the birth, those single-use underwear you get from the hospital. So those work, of course, but I just did not find them comfortable at all. And for me, at least, it wasn't like I was just using them for the first day. I was kind of using those kind of underwears for the first few days. So I had bought from a brand called Momkind, but there's probably a lot of other brands that sell it. These kind of, so not single-use underwear. They were kind of multi-use, but only for you could wash them 3 or 4 times before they were pretty much ruined. But those were so much more comfortable. And again, you just wanna anything you can do to make yourself more comfortable, I'm just all for it. So really recommend those. Then I would say, oh my God, yes, I have it on the list here. I this seriously for the first, I would say honestly, the first 2 weeks, I used this. And it is the spray bottle, I'll put a picture of it. A spray bottle, you put water in it. I put cold water, and then every time and especially right after you give birth, this is just a game changer. So basically when you go to pee, of course you've birthed a whole human out of that hole. So it can be it can be a bit sore and stuff. So what you basically do, you put water in it, and then you just, while you are peeing, you spray it. So you're getting kind of a cooling effect while you pee. And it just, for me, it took away any sort of uncomfortableness from peeing. So that, just an absolute game changer. Then I would say buy linoleum, pure linoleum from whatever brand. I had this one, I love this one. So it's a nipple cream, but it's a nipple cream, but it's also just in all sorts of cream, because I used it a lot on my nipples. They crack easily in the beginning. You are all of a sudden having a human sucking on your breast. But also for the lips, dry lips and everything, that was just keep it in the back. You can use it for your lips, for your nipples, whatever. It's great. I have here that bring snacks that you like for like the labor before and also afterwards, because there's of course like probably a store at your hospital, but you might not want any of the things that are selling. So like you're maybe better off with just something that you know you like. And for me, my favorite kind of treat are these they're called ham horns in Icelandic. I'll put a picture of them. It's basically bread with like some like cream cheese in it, cheese, and like it's bread with cheese basically. I love that, and I had a lot of those with me. It was so nice after I got my epidural, and I could actually like and I had something to eat, and I had that, and I love it. And it's like, because it is kind of like my treat, I was just like fully enjoying it. And afterwards, I wanted to be munching on something, and munching on something you love, game changer. Okay, so next one I have on my list. So this is more for like after the birth, like the first few weeks. I bought this caddy, so like caddy on wheels. I'll put a picture here. Like I had this one from IKEA, but you can probably get these at a lot of stores. So this was so convenient, because even though I had a changing table, like for during the day when you're breastfeeding, you can get kind of stuck in one place for a long time. So having like all the necessities in one place, and when I say necessities, I also mean snacks for you, a drinking bottle. That's also where you could put like your remote, your headphones, your everything. Let's say I was in the bedroom and then I'm gonna go and breastfeed him in the sofa. I would just stroll this caddy with me, and I would have everything that I need. So in that caddy, I would have like diapers, wet wipes, creams, extra clothing for him. I would have snacks for me, water bottle, my headphones, just everything you might need. And it was so nice because it doesn't take a lot of space, and you can just like keep it wherever. And then another hack for this caddy is to have another like small caddy that you keep on this caddy. So I had this one, like it doesn't have to be this one, but just you get the idea. Something that you can just easily take off, where you keep all of the necessities to change a diaper. And this is important because I found that like the caddy was brilliant during the day, but during the night, because his bed was like all the way up close to our bed, I couldn't get the caddy all the way like right beside me. So I would just fill this caddy up with everything I would need for like changing the diaper at night. So I would have the single use, like, what is it called? I'll put a picture here. So it's basically like, because when they're so young, like it can get messy, like the poop and everything, like it goes everywhere. So like during the night, I would put this underneath him. I would have the diapers, I would have wet wipes, I would have just basically everything you would need just for changing him during the night. So then I would just take the caddy off and have it right beside me in the bed. And then when I was finished, I could just put it back. It was so handy for the night, like changing diaper situation. So really recommend. Actually, connected to this point, changing the diapers at night, having a sleep suit that has a zipper on it, game changing. Like honestly, nobody wants to be buttoning up like 30 buttons in the middle of the night. Like absolutely not. So having those with the zippers, especially during those first weeks and months, is so handy and makes your life so much easier because you're changing so many diapers. It is just so handy. So, and I actually bought more of those. I'll put a picture here. I'm gonna mention is just something that I opted for. So for example, when we started feeding him with a bottle as well, I only used glass bottles. And that was just because I have tried to get rid of most of our plastic like kitchen utensils or plates or everything like that. So it didn't really seem right to than be feeding him constantly with a plastic bottle. Because with the baby bottles, like, you're constantly cleaning them, you're putting warm milk and everything. So all those things make the bottle shed like microplastics. I just didn't feel comfortable with that. So I opted for glass bottles, and that worked so well for us. Also, when we were exclusively bottle feeding, today you can buy like covers for it so it doesn't break. And then like for later on, I would buy those like small steel cups, like that had the little handles on them. So there are so many great options to choose from other than plastic bottles. So we opted for that. And then another thing, when I had Matthias, I looked high and low for like non-toxic sort of anti-allergy, blah blah blah, kind of mattresses for his bed. Selection was really sad, but that's when I found this company called Cocoon Company, and they basically make mattresses from kapok, which is like a very it's, first of all, it's very non-toxic, no chemicals, and it is very antibacterial, and all those sorts of things that I just really wanted for his bed. Because when they're babies, and also just up until like age 10, they don't have the same kind of like detox process as we have. So I would just really wanted to, everywhere I could, try to like shield him from any potential like chemical hazard or whatever. I really recommend that one. I think I'm probably forgetting so many things, but we'll start with this, and then I think I'll just add on to the list and keep you updated as I go. But this was kind of like the first thing that came to mind. Hello, it has been a long day and I just came home. But I'm so excited because I am actually going to Lisbon this weekend. But I can feel something coming over me. You know, when you get the feeling like you're about to have a cold. That's how I'm feeling. So I'm really crossing my fingers that I do not get fully sick before this trip. But I'm so excited. So if I don't pick up the camera again, I guess I will see you in Lisbon.